Hey guys, what is up? It's your friend Nobody was here, back again with another Isaac Breaking Run. This time we're starting with 2020, rerolled from Anarchist Cookbook. Let's get into it. So, last week was Azazel week, which, I don't know, there wasn't too much feedback about it, so, alright. Fuck off forever. There wasn't very much feedback about it. Most of the people who, you know, commented on the fact that it was Azazel week were like, this is cool. There were a couple people that were like, you know, can't really break Azazel or whatever. And I tend to agree. But I think Azazel week was important for other reasons. Mostly, it was a nice change of pace. Because I just remembered how tedious it is to restart trillions of times before I get an interesting enough item to begin the run with. I have just realized that, you know, now, because I just did it. I saw far too many... I saw far too many of the item flush, and definitely not enough of things like Parasite and... What the f... Oh my god! Look at my eyes! That's hilarious, actually. So, you know, I definitely, as I've said before, I read every comment, so, you know, if you guys want to, like, reach out to me, for one reason or another, like, feel free to. Comment section, good place to do it. Just don't do it on Dark Souls videos, because generally, I kind of gloss over them and then stop paying attention, because it's fucking, you know, it's a Dark Souls video. And the person's probably, like, expecting nothing but Dark Souls content out of the channel, and then they haven't looked at the channel, and then they comment on the, you know, the newest Isaac video, and they're like, hey, do you do Dark Souls anymore? And I'm like, hey, have you looked at my channel? Because I haven't uploaded a Dark Souls video in, look at the time, 2 years? So probably not. I mean, I can, you know, I guess maybe I'll upload Dark Souls content, but I feel like if I haven't done it in a time frame such as 2 years, it's unlikely to be done at any point. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird or something? Alright, this is the one time I'm really hoping for Krampus. I don't know, man. Like, okay, hear me out. I love Dark Souls as a game. It's awesome. I liked Dark Souls speedrunning a hell of a lot. Problem was, community. That's what I disliked about it. It's real bad. And, okay, less than 3 is fine. That's not Krampus. Do I take Sister Maggie? It's boring. Nah. We'll just leave it. See ya. So, right, so I dislike the community for a lot of reasons. A lot of self-entitled shitbags, you know. That's, I mean, in fairness, you know, you could say that about almost any community, but I'd say in Dark Souls I get it a lot more than other communities. I'm talking, you know, about my own experience, not necessarily objectively Dark Souls community shit. Like, you know, it's not the thing, not a thing I would enjoy staying in because of blah blah blah, right? You know, I'm not just saying like, dude, if you're in the Dark Souls community, you're fucking shit. Although in a lot of cases that's probably accurate. So yeah, the community was shit, like real bad. There were so many problems that I ran into of people being super self-entitled and people just being like overall shitty people. And then there was the whole fucking, you know, every 8 seconds I had to deal with somebody else being like, well, isn't Dark Souls that game where people just make up fucking whatever category they want to get a world record? And unfortunately, that is probably the case for a lot of those runs that end up happening. The runs that I did, I didn't like make up a category because I was like, I need a world record. You know, the runs I did was because they were fun and they had competition, right? Like, I didn't just like randomly be like, I'm gonna do a run with the blacksmith giant hammer or whatever the fuck it was called. And then I'll get the world record. Like, that wasn't, no. It was because fucking Sanso, the dude that was pretty much the sole reason I got into Dark Souls speedrunning, had a run with that weapon, and I copied his route and was like, let's do this. I want to give him some competition, because nobody else was fucking even close, specifically with that run. Any percent was a lot more sought after, which makes sense. And any percent, there definitely was competition, but, you know. Well, we'll get some free spiders, sure. Libra, I like Libra. I like it a lot. Because of Speedball, this will slow us down a little bit, but overall it'll increase our damage and tier rate. Yeah, a little bit. You know, slight amounts. Enough to be noticeable, not enough to be too impactful, but it's nice. Yeah, back to Dark Souls. The biggest issue with the whole entitlement thing is that for some godforsaken reason, like, the entire Dark Souls community was like, you have played Dark Souls! You now can only play Dark Souls forever, and if you play any other game, I will whine about it. And it's like, whoa, hey, alright, well, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna play exactly one game for the rest of my life, alright? I'm gonna branch out and play some other games. Ugh, this isn't Dark Souls. Unsubscribe. Well, that's fine, you can unsub all you fucking want. That's not gonna make me play Dark Souls. And then they fucking kick their feet and scream on the way out. Like, come on, guys. And I don't run into that with other games. I don't see people being like, hey, can you play more Dota? I'd love that, though. You know, I love Dota. But, like, Dark Souls, it was fucking daily. Yeah, I'll take Sacrificial Dagger. That's worth a heart. And for the benefit of removing Angel Deals as an option. There was some Reddit post about it where it was like, this is not good, you know. It is not worth taking a bad deal with the devil item in order to not get deals with the angel. And then people were like, yeah, but I think you're missing something, because the angel room has items less than the devil room. So, yeah, like, there's good items in the angel pool, but there's like 2 that anybody would ever want. While in the devil pool, there's like fucking 8. Devil pool can have 3 items. You know, there's a lot of factors you didn't take into account here, bud. Yeah, sure. Angel room, like, fucking, I think he mathed it out into, like, you know, like, percentage of getting a good item versus not, right? And that was, like, his argument, basically. And that's so flawed for a lot of reasons. Obviously, the biggest ones I've already stated, but, you know, not every deal with the devil or deal with the angel has an item, and deals with the devil can have 3 items. I don't fucking like the range on that. I really don't. Maggie's bow. Nah. Tech point 5, I'm glad I ditched the Maggie's bow. If Maggie's bow gave me anything other than the HP upgrade and then the, you know, extra red hearts, then maybe, but, you know, as is, that's probably not good enough. Woo! Woo! Fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, so basically Dark Souls kiddies, you could call them. Because, don't get me wrong, not everybody in the Dark Souls community is that. It's just there's so much of it in the Dark Souls community that it, you know, leaves a sour taste in your mouth. Unless you like sour things, then it leaves like a not sour taste in your mouth. Oh man. Dark Souls as a game, like 10 out of 10. Dark Souls as a speedrun, like 10 out of 10. Dark Souls in terms of community, yeah, like maybe a 4 out of 10. Yeah, 4 might be generous, but I'd give it a 4. Alright. Here's our secret room. Money, money, money. Money. Money! Well, we will have a D6 charge ready for our boss room item, because, of course, we have already acquired our Devil Deal item for this floor. Oh, Jesus. Dodging 2 dingles is fucking... That is actually nightmarish. I do not enjoy this. Not one bit. Why is my game at, like, a not great frame rate? I will need to remedy this at some point. I can't avoid you! Ah! What are you doing? Alright, that guy, I swear to God, charged 4 times. I know he didn't, but... I thought he had charged 3 times and then he charged again, and it really threw me off my game. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not the best thing because of Libra, but it's not bad, you know? Let me... Ugh. This will pop up on screen. Give me a sec. I have a Twitch stream open that's minimized. Alright. So I thought that while it was minimized, it wouldn't affect my frame rate. Apparently I was wrong. I should have gone to the shop. Fuck. Eh, whatever. What could it have been? Sharp plug? Psh, nah. It's never sharp plug. And would I even take sharp plug in this situation? I mean, when is sharp plug actually bad? It's always optional, right? So it's never bad. It's just less good sometimes. And like, the thing is, you have to remember, all you're doing, if you never use sharp plug, all you're doing, like, all you're losing is 15 cents. Sometimes 7 cents, right? If you're paying 15 cents for the opportunity to cheese the shit out of the game and re-roll a billion times, and it doesn't, you know, happen, just out of sheer luck or whatever, you know, I'm still gonna take that, like, all the goddamn time. Also, apparently, I have now found where all the consumables from my other runs have been. Here they are. I was wondering where they were. It's like when you get them, you get a sock lost in the wash, you know? If you find the sock later, you don't just find one sock, right? You find like 8. Like, you didn't even own that many socks, but you've still found that many. That's how that shit works, dude. I swear to God, there's like a different fucking alternate universe where socks go. And like, whenever you find a sock that was supposedly lost in the wash, it just opens up a rift to that universe. And then you just, you know, more socks just pour out. Some of them are yours. Not all, though. A good chunk aren't. I mean, I have like 3 or 4 socks that I never have owned in my life. They have never even fit me. They're like tiny little baby girl socks or something. And this is where people are like, aren't you a tiny little baby girl? Shut up, I have tiny feet, I know. Nah, but like, they're so, like, I have small feet, but those things were fucking unwearably small, even for me. So, there's no way they're mine. Nobody in my family has small feet. So, I don't know where they came from. They just, you know, showed up one day on the fucking doorstep with a note. We gotta find our item room pretty bad. I need just a tears up. I need a thing that increases the stats that are rolled with Libra. Whether it be a range up, a tears up, an all stats up would be great. You know, like, I just need something. Because I'm poor. I'm po. So Tech Point 5 is doing pretty good work this run. I mean, this item always does work, honestly. There were people who, initially, when the game came out, were like, yeah, I don't know about Tech Point 5. It feels like a... It feels too similar to Tech 2, you know? Just kind of, in theory, is great, but it's just not that good. Because it's random, or something dumb. I don't know. Like, fucking, if you didn't think this item was bonkers the first time you used it, then you're probably retarded. That's probably unfair to retarded people. Alright. who gets fucking 14 keys and bombs? 15 keys and 14 bombs. Who does this? 'Cause it ain't me. I don't know who's playing Isaac right now, but it clearly isn't me. Moon. That doesn't do anything. I mean, sure. You know what? I don't know how this works. It ruins the 2020 synergy, which is sad. But you know what? How can I resist shooting many laser beams? I can't. Like, I just can't. I'm physically incapable. Yeah, 2020 is gone and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I know. I've never tested Tech 1 with 2020, I don't believe. I've tested it with Tech 2, and it works perfectly. So it's weird that it doesn't work with Tech 1. Because with Tech 2, you shoot a constant laser out of your secondary eye, while you still shoot a tear out of both eyes. So that's bizarre. I don't know. I mean, the good news is Tech 2 or Tech 1 plus Tech 0.5 is pretty strong. Like, if you literally just have that and nothing else, you're probably in a good position. Because you gotta remember, like, damage output isn't just the damage, right? Like, obviously it's the DPS. But the important thing, I don't believe there's a coin there. I'm not gonna go close enough to check, though. That seems a little bit risky. I will absolutely throw keys at this, though. I mean, obviously you have to think about, like, DPS and shit, right? Like, that obviously. Your tier rate affects your DPS as much as your damage, theoretically, or whatever. Like, the numbers depend on, you know, the numbers change it a little bit, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. I have made a mistake. I really dislike this enemy, because they do a full heart of damage. Not because they're hard to dodge, but just because if you fuck up the dodge, like I just did, you get punished real hard. Oh, no, I'm trapped. Okay. I am suddenly in a really bad place. Well, I haven't taken red heart damage yet. I am gonna, you know, this is the first time I think I've ever done this. Spent a key to get a red heart from a fucking thing. The creep is bullshit! Alright, okay, we lost. That is so bullshit, how teleporting enemies, like leaping, or just straight up teleporting, they fucking, you know, lay creep along the path that they're teleporting. Like, that's so dumb! I hate it. Alright, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, because I don't know what it is. Balls of steel. Sure, I'm happy. I mean, I'm upset, but I'm happy with my purchases. Okay. It's the triple pin room. I always forget that it's 3 pins. Is this 4 pins? Or is the third one just on this half of the map now? Or room, I guess. I think it's still just 3. I don't think that's changed. I think he just found a way to get over here. So pin kind of gets obliterated by technology. Poor guy. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Oh, there's this artist that I've seen a lot of his stuff, but like kind of at random points in time, so I never put it together that it was like the same dude or, you know, anything. I still don't remember his name, but he makes really fucking hilarious pieces of art, and they're not even like that good. Like, it's just funny. They're all comedy based, right? And it's like pretty blandly drawn people, kind of intentionally. And And there's weird shit happening in every one. I thought we were on depths 1. I made a mistake. Why would I think I was on depths 1? I do not know. That's okay. Our item room had fucking nothing and rerolled into nothing. That's what we'll tell ourselves. But, for example, there was one, right? And they're always like comic strips, you know? They're just like a couple panels of like these characters being fucking dumb. And one of them is this guy is handed just like a card, right, from somebody, and it says Jesus loves you. And then he looks up at the guy who handed it to him, and the dude is like clearly Hispanic. Oh god, how do I pass this up? The dude's clearly Hispanic, right? And he has a name tag on, and his name tag is Jesus. You know, spelled like Jesus. And there's tons of those. Like, just weird fucking... A lot of them aren't even, like, that funny. The funny part is that they're just fucking weird, right? And there's one where it's like... There was, like, a fucking handicap sign or something. And some dude, like, you know, parked in the handicap space that he's not handicapped, so the dude's like trying to enforce the rules. And then, you know, he points to the sign, and it's the classic handicap sign. And the funny thing is, then some dude in the background is like riding he has a gigantic floppy dick, like huge penis, right? Just flopping around in the breeze. And then, you know, he looks over and waves at the guy who's enforcing the rules and just smiles. And then the dude looks back and smiles. And then you see the dude with the giant floppy dick has it curled under him to make it look like the handicap sign with the wheelchair and everything. Like, instead of a wheelchair, it's his dick. And there's just like a shitload of those, right? Those comics. And I don't remember what the dude's name is. I'm sure somebody does. I do not agree with any of that you just did, Blast Assist, you asshole. Stop it. I don't like you. This giant Blast Assist does so much damage to me, and it's so hard for me to avoid. Because he's just fucking weird. Honestly, I think I've taken more damage from Giant Blast Assist than Loki. Like, ever. I believe that is probably the case. So, our damage isn't the highest. We'd be pretty happy if we were to get something that would increase our damage, which of course, it kind of means a damage up, but you have to remember we have Libra, so damage up isn't exactly incredible. I would much prefer a Tears Up or a Range Up, because a Tears or a Range Up is actually more damage than most damage ups. When you have Libra, of course. I mean, it depends on the damage or range up, of course. You know, it's not just like all of them are better forever because reasons. You know, it depends on the item specifically. So, I honestly really enjoy leaving some red poop, you know, just letting some red poop happen during boss rush. Because it makes a lot of the bosses way easier, specifically the drifting bosses, being Teratoma / Fistula. And similar, you know, not limited to those bosses, but, you know, it's just, as long as you know where it is and you know how to avoid it, it's just free damage, right? It makes it just faster innately. Alright, your range is actually so fucked up. It actually reaches the bottom of the screen. Does it reach the wall? Nope. Why does it reach the bottom if it doesn't reach the side? I feel like the bottom is farther away than the side. Maybe the shots are just, you know, have different heights. I really hate that The hitboxes on the red poop go above it by like a full fucking poop's size. I do not like that. Well, sometimes. I don't know how they work. They seem finicky as fuck and I don't like them. Like I said, as long as you can avoid getting hit by them, you're good. That's the trouble though. I do wish to slay Monstro 2 before I even think about Gish. But it appears as if I am not given an option. There we go, he's dead. So I've found the best way to dodge shots, explosive shots from bosses, is just sidestep. Because they're always programmed to shoot in a straight line to you, and then either closer to you, or closer to them than you are, or farther away, like behind you, right? Like in front or behind you, basically. Randomly. And sometimes exactly the same as you, right? Like straight at you or whatever. But that's a lot less frequent, I've noticed. Okay. So Bloat's a weird guy. I also hate I hate technology's interaction. Okay. Bloat, you're actually a cheating shitbag, and I really don't like you. Your fucking brimstone shot has the hitbox of fucking, like 8 brimstones layered together, like bandaged together, with stacking on top of each other or something. I don't know. It's weird. It definitely hits where it doesn't look like it should hit. And that's what I dislike the most. It's fine though. We only have this wave of horsemen, and then we have the fallen and the headless horseman, I believe. And then it's done. And we even have a reroll prepared if the item we get at the end is shit, which is likely. Welcome to boss rush, motherfucker. War, please. No war. No. No means no. I feel like the Headless Horseman is going to hurt himself a lot on Red Poop. Yeah, that is exactly what happened to the head, specifically. Just got to deal with the pony now. And, of course, the Fallen. Easy dodge. Now all we have left is this guy. And he's done. Alright. Oh, and we have there's options I forgot. Reroll! Fuck you, game! You suck so much wang. We got 2 okay items. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna reroll. And then I reroll into fucking 2 awful items. Whatever. It was a heart container at least. Oh, I hate this room. Just entering this room is such a pain. It's so frustrating. Because, like, if you know it's coming, whatever. It's not even bad. That's the problem, though. You never know it's coming. I have that. Reminder that the evil twin doesn't deal contact damage. You fucking idiot. What are you afraid of? Yeah, just rub your face on him. Don't do that, dodge. I don't like this room with polycephalus if you don't have trillions of damage. I don't know. I don't like most of the womb rooms if I don't have very high damage. Mostly because, you know, they suck. Oh, the nubs dealing contact damage is the worst. That's something that I just don't get. Like, nubs on the ground, I'm pretty sure don't deal contact damage, but walking nubs do. Like, they're already better than ground nubs. Because they fucking just shoot randomly and they don't need to, like, you know... If they take hits, they don't get prepared for their shot less, right? Like ground nubs. So why make them also do contact damage? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just finding shit to complain about at this point. Can you blame me, though? I've had very little actually happen in this run. Fool. High Priestess. Well, we're gonna use the High Priestess to kill whatever boss we're fighting to hopefully ensure a deal with the devil. But there's no guarantees at this point. But I do believe we are definitely going in the correct direction to fight the boss. Yeah, that is in fact true. Jesus. This room is actually pretty nightmarish with technology. I didn't think it would be that bad. Well, we can do this and then it'll... Oh, right, it doesn't do constant ticks, it just does one. Fudge. So stay across the room, and then it's easy. Alright, this is fine, because, yeah, the black heart clears it up. I will absolutely take speed plus damage. Krampus, okay. That does nothing. That ruins a lot of things that I have. See ya! Alright, let's go back and grab the Fool card. I just totally almost walked over spikes. Don't worry about it. It happens. So I've been listening to a good amount of Tenacious D recently, and holy fuck, Jack Black is good at writing songs. That dude's like a genius. I mean, it's not hard to, like, you know, come up with a bunch of fucking random vulgar shit and string it together in a comedic way. What's difficult is making it sound like a good song while doing that. I mean, like, you know, maybe I'm definitely, yeah, good job, me. I love, you know, contradictory statements, or contradictory adjectives. They're my favorite. But, ooh, okay. Spiders, sure. Let's just fucking take some hits. That's well worth it. There's no doubt about that. I'm happy with that. That was a really good endeavor right there. Yeah, about Tenacious D though. Like, you know, I don't think anybody's gonna disagree when you just say, like, yeah, well, some of their songs are just fucking vulgar for the sake of being vulgar. Yeah, I mean, you're right. But they're also pretty goddamn creative. Like, specifically Tribute, that's creative as fuck. And I love it. 2 keys for 2 bombs. That's not the worst. It could be way worse than that. Ow. So this will give us nothing but red chests. And a bunch of them. You know what? Here's what we do. So we grab the left hand, leave, come back, that's red, open it. Ooh, I'm glad I did that. But yeah, some songs are just like, you know, whatever. Like fucking Kickapoo. Longest fucking time ago in a land named Kickapoo. Yeah, sure. I probably shouldn't have picked that up yet because I'm going to go to the curse room. That's fine. Shit happens. I'm going to use the Fool card as essentially just a Spirit Heart. Alright, so I didn't think this was a dead end, but apparently it is. So that's fine. We at least found a dead end. So, the chubs can't actually enter here. Okay, that's a lie. What? Okay, the last time I did this room, they absolutely could not enter there. So either something was changed, or I was super lucky that they were like 1 pixel off entering, like every single time they charged. Which I'm starting to think that was probably the case. Yeah, Tenacious D's good. It's good as fuck. Pills? Balls of Steel, sweet. I Can See Forever's pretty sweet. And maybe I should have saved that for the next floor, because it only lets me get 1 more secret room on this floor. 4 rerolls all pedestal items on the floor. Okay, we can do some things and some stuff with this, I think. So, obviously blow this up, because that's a tinted rock. Yes, indeed. And then I'm going to jam myself in here and hope he pays out with, like, a pedestal. Okay, so here's the plan. Okay. Here's the plan. Because this is shitty, and I do not want to pick that up. I guess I'll bomb now. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just a little upset about it. So I'm fine with this. Suicide King. 2-0 diamonds. Empress. Amnesia. Okay. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Range down. Yeah, okay. I get it, game. You don't like me. Alright, let's just do this now. The body and fucking Thunder Thighs or whatever. Yeah, that's Thunder Thighs. Well, those aren't pedestals that I would like. They are not. Can I reroll them? Like, are there enough rooms? I don't believe so. I think we found all the rooms. Oh, the boss gauntlet. Don't like calling it a boss trap or mob trap, because that's not what it is. It's a fucking gauntlet room. You don't generally trap things in order to fucking fight them in a gauntlet. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Alright, okay, alright. Alright. So that's Suicide King. I'm not gonna pick it up just in fear that I'm gonna fucking hit Q and just lose everything. So I don't want that. Beautiful. Fistula, you're fucking dead, Jula. That's my #1 selling song from my new record. The record is a panic squeals of Abu Goose. I picked up the worst panic squeal of all time from fucking Draskell. If you don't know who Draskell is, he's a ex-Han pro who streams Dota all the time. But he fucking does this thing, right? Where if he's panicking, for one reason or another, he always just fucking turns into the scat man, right? And I started doing it, and I'm upset about it. I'm not taking the fucking punching bag. Dude, but there's no downside. Shut up! So, like, if I'm, you know, playing Dota or whatever, and I'm fucking escaping a battle on 8 health, then I'm gonna fucking go beep 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 beep. Although, more recently, I've definitely just started screaming, like high-pitched squeals. That's been a lot more common for me recently. A lot more common than, you know, becoming a scat man. I do still become the Scatman sometimes. It happens to the best of us, you know. You know how it can be. These orbitals have saved my fucking life. Like, the amount of damage that these orbitals have soaked has probably been enough to kill me. Like, it's you know, saved me, is what I'm trying to say. It's alright. You know, man, I knew that they would block him, so I just didn't dodge. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, like that. That's kind of what... God, I do it just automatically. Yeah, that's what they've turned into. It used to be Scatman. I used to go beep 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 weep. But now it's just like... Can you blame me? Some things are fucking scary, dude. So what I find hilarious is that you can kill Daddy Longlegs or Triachnid's legs without actually killing the boss. It's really fucking weird to do, and it's not consistent at all. You need to be dealing super high damage and hit the leg right as it stops. If you do it too late, then the boss will die. Nope. I'm not buying what you're selling. My frame rate in this specific video has been trash, and I don't know what's causing it, because there shouldn't be any reasons for it not being good. I'm gonna, after this room is done, I'm gonna minimize OBS, because that might actually fix it. OBS, just like the preview window, does take up a good amount of processing power. Not nearly as much as XSplit, but there we go. By the way, there have actually been people who have asked what I record with. It's just OBS. There's recording functionality built in, and the file sizes are low enough. They're not like, you know, fucking super low or anything. They're not. That doesn't affect us. We will be dropping left hand before going down to the chest. Don't worry, I know. I've noticed. Alright, I didn't think that was actually there was a bullet there. Yeah, like, I've used Fraps in the past, and Fraps is super, super, super heavy on your computer. Like, lightweight is not even remotely near Fraps in the fucking dictionary. Fuction. Alright, I'm gonna use that. I don't know what fuction is. I'm gonna come up with a definition, though. Some combination of fuck and suction. So, would it be like synonymous to lips that grip or something? Maybe. Sounds like it could be, if I decided it to be. Fucking fuction. What's wrong with me? Where do I begin? Yeah. 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 Alright, Isaac. You're going down, buddy. You're fucked, kiddo. Nothing personnel. Unsheaths katana, etc. Alright. So, blip. I guess I'll take amnesia if I get like PhD or something. I think that turns into I can see forever, if I'm not mistaken. Sad bombs. Alright, these aren't good enough. Guillotine may be good enough. It's not an all stats up, it's a 2 stats up that also, well, it's a 1 stat up with a tier delay down which I honestly don't know if tier delay down does anything with Libra, because I think Libra is innately a tier delay down. But, alright, good, just fucking frame rate just drops for a quarter of a second. I don't know what's causing it. I'm not gonna worry about it. Maybe my computer's just spewing memory out of its butthole. You know, it happens. Alright, we got some sacks. Not this room, please, God. Anything for this room. Okay, thank you. That was actually a really good brimstone shot for me. As was that. What the fuck are you doing, computer? Alright, my computer's drunk. It's time for it to go home. I think the only way to fix this at this point is close all my Chrome tabs, because I think it is actually maybe a memory issue. Because that's the thing about OBS, is that it is CPU intense, which makes sense because it's an encoder. Encoding takes some amount of, you know, CPU power. Per hour. So, one thing that I've thought about actually, kind of related to like OBS and CPU power, you know, along that train of thought, was there's really not a lot of good guides for streaming out there. Like, there are guides, yes, but they're not good. Most of the guides are either outdated or just have like kind of, you know, unnecessary info and don't really talk about the important shit. Like, I kind of want to make a streaming guide that's just like, alright, if your CPU is a fucking breadcrumb slapped into a toaster, you probably can't stream well. There are workarounds, but probably look into the, you know, whole buying a good CPU thing. Because that's honestly the most important thing when it comes to streaming, is your CPU. Your GPU, it can matter in specific situations, but if you have a shit CPU, your streaming is not going to be good. If you have a shit GPU, you can still get away with it. Can you fucking not give me shit every reroll, please? I guess not. That'd be too easy, right? Yeah, so many like streaming guides out there are just not good. So I kind of want to make a guide for streaming. Just, you know, covering all the basics and shit. And maybe going a little deeper once people, if people are digging it or something. I don't know. I feel like that's the thing I could do. Most of the shit I learned about streaming was just learned through trial and error. I think that's the way for most people with streaming, because they're really, like I said, there aren't good guides out there. So it's either trial and error or you don't stream. Basically. All right, I'm not digging. Okay, the second hit, the first hit, a little bullshit. Second hit, a lot more bullshit than the first. I am trapped. I am doomed. That is not a good room to have technology. Oh, we're gonna lose the run. Somebody hold me. Is this where I pop the forget me now and just get a fresh 4 items? I don't think so. I don't think there's ever a point where you do that. Alright, we're fucked. No, please. I don't want to lose this run. This run's actually enjoyable. What am I doing? I'm trying to outrun Yellow Chub. Am I retarded? Maybe. Just drop red hearts. Thank you. God damn. Nobody dropped red hearts at all. Alright. Sagittarius is actually pretty good. Does give us speed, which in turn gives us damage and tier rate. So it is good. Is it good enough is the question. I think the answer to that's not quite yet. It's not quite good enough yet, but it might be eventually. This room is fucking terrifying. Get me out of here. I do not like the spiders. Like, if you could spawn any, you know, if you would just stop doing everything that you're supposed to do and just start spawning only flies. Like, no spiders, please, thanks. I appreciate it. This is probably an ideal fight. Champion Gertie is not exactly difficult to deal with my current build. Alright, we're getting some red hearts. Being on the half heart interval is actually relevant. Although, not flying is also incredibly relevant. And I need to either remedy that, or I need to panic. Panicking! This is not a situation I ever want to be in. At all. This is awful. Alright. Okay. So let's re-roll again. Just give me 3 good items, and I swear to God I will pop the Forget-Me-Now. Although, obviously, I can't pop the Forget-Me-Now if I'm re-rolling it. But, Spider Bite, sure. That'll just help me be not entirely dead more, basically. I mean, I'm pretty dead. I don't believe that I have the greatest opportunity to not be dead on this run. I should have been hit twice. Get out of here. I'm mad, dude. I'm mad because I should be dead and I'm not. I mean, I shouldn't be dead. Alright, now I'm dead. It was a good run. I tried. No! You're like 1 hit left. There we go. Am I the best? Am I just the greatest of all time? Woo! Wasn't ready for that one. Not at all. No! Alright, we're good. I didn't actually get hit in the double adversary. Would that have counted for being hit in the double adversary room? I think so. Because it was in the room, right? I want Guppy. Mulligan's like discount Guppy. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. That was pretty nice, though. Shoot to whoop isn't what I'm looking for. Shockingly enough, I know. Alright. Good. Sure, red attack fly is not bad. We got some orbitals, you know. Red attack fly doesn't block projectiles, but he is an orbital. He does orbit me. That's my fear. Okay, I guess we're just fighting him. Do we have an item that we can take into there to make it easier? No. Flesh does nothing. I mean, it technically does something. If he spawns flies, I turn them into poop. I guess we're taking Shoot to Whoop in. It's probably... I mean, it's almost definitely better than, the the bomb. Because the issue with the bomb is that I gotta get right up in there. And I mean, I don't know. The Shoot to Whoop didn't really do anything, but I don't think the bomb would have either. I don't think the bomb would have made much more of a dent in his health than Shoot to Whoop did. And Shoot to Whoop, every shot had a chance of spawning, or every tick had a chance of spawning flies. We could have had 13 flies. Obviously, that's not likely, and it didn't happen, but, you know, potential. Potential is the thing you gotta keep in mind. So we can take 1 hit. And then our, Polaroid procs. Alright, just grind up in there. Grind up in there. Just get in there deep. Alright, back up, back up. Woo! We're good. Easy. Not even close. Why are you guys freaking out all the time? Fucking weirdos. Alright, well that was a fun run. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was pretty fucking tense at the end there, but I sure did enjoy it. Of course, leave a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't already to see more Isaac content in the future. As well as maybe some Magic the Gathering content, and maybe some Dota 2 content. You know, I kind of just want to upload whatever I feel like. If I'm digging a game, I'm probably going to upload something related to it, so you know, just be on the lookout. It's kind of going to be like a grab bag or something, but with all that said, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next episode.